Hi, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to set up a SAN using iSCSI functionality built into Red Hat or Oracle Enterprise Linux 5.4, 5.3. We're going to start with the base brick that has been built in a previous video, and we're going to modify it for this purpose. So here I have a clone of that base brick, and the first thing I'm going to do is dial back the memory. Dial it back to 128 megs, should be more than enough. I have tested this with as little as 64 megs. This is a great way to conserve memory, especially when you're running virtual machines on a starved host. We have enough disk space, so we're going to leave that alone. And we only need one network card, but we want this connected directly to the host only. Now, if you're doing this in a different virtualization platform, you can pick whatever VLAN you want, so long as you remember which one it is. Okay, so we just power this guy up. And I'm going to boot into single user mode. Okay, we're booted in, and at this point, we want to set a static IP on our one interface. Okay, so that's the file you want to edit right here. Okay, we want to give ourselves a host name, and I'm going to use this weird thing, which will make a lot more sense if you look at the design docs behind this demonstration environment, and we'll just put in a host name as well for ourselves. Okay, so these iSCSI nodes that we're building will be connected to what I call the management network. Okay, so it's an out-of-band network that is neither the private interconnect for clusters, nor is it the public connection for our clients. Okay, so it's a third network for managing our nodes. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now we need to make sure that this tgtd, which stands for target daemon, is on. Okay, when we reboot into run level 3. And we could actually start it right now, but we're not going to. Okay, what we're going to do is make a directory, disks, and very quickly, yes, I know I could use sequence, but I like doing it this way. We're going to create a bunch of empty files. Let's make them each 2 gigs in size. That's it. Okay. Now we're not actually going to configure the targets, partly because they're not persistent using tgtadm, which is the tool we're going to use here. And of course, I should pay attention to where I'm placing these. I'm glad that didn't actually do anything. Yes. We want to put it into that directory /disks that I created earlier. So this will take some time. Okay, and we're done. So that took a bit of time. And what we have now are a bunch of files that are 2 gigs in size that we're going to use as our backing stores for our LUNs, our logical units. Now we're going to activate these targets in our rc.local file. Really, every time we reboot this node, we're just going to have to run these commands: tgtadm, lld, iSCSI, operation, new, target. Okay. Give it a target ID. In this case, it's going to be SCSI ID 1, if you want to think of it that way. And let's give it a target name. Oops, MGMT A for management network A, and volumes SAN A. will be the name of the actual volume. And then for each of those backing stores, we want to expose them as LUNs on that target. So the command for that is tgtadm LLD iSCSI operation new, but mode is logical unit. Okay, so we want to create a bunch of logical units, each attached to the target ID number 1, and we're going to give it the name, the number, excuse me, the logical unit number of 1 through 12. And the backing store, -B for backing store, is located at, I did it again, disk number.dat. Okay, so all of this is documented on the site. And finally, we want to accept connections from anybody. We don't care about security. Target ID 1 will allow incoming or inbound binds from all. Okay? And that's it. So basically 3 commands. We need to first create a target, and then create a bunch of LUNs within that target, and then we want to expose that target and prefer or allow anybody to connect. Okay, nice and simple, and that's everything that you do on the back end for the iSCSI SAN-A node. I'm calling it SAN-A. Okay, so we give this thing a bounce. And we let it come back up normally. Okay, so we are booted up and we log in as root. Okay, just rebooted. My current run level is 3. Okay, so we're booted in normally. And we should have our targets available. So target ADDM or ADM, LLD, iSCSI, operation show, my targets. Oops, target. And we'll pipe that into, we'll pipe that into pagination, and you can see right here, there's my target, target ID number 1. It's ready, and there are my my dead beef 1, dead beef 2, dead beef 3, beef 10, beef 11, etc. Nice names. As you can see, my dead beef 0 doesn't have a backing store, because that's actually the controller on this target bus. So all of this is virtualized in iSCSI, and the purpose of this video is not to teach iSCSI, but we have it configured, and we're ready to go with our client side to attach to this shared storage for basically an unlimited number of nodes. So thank you for watching, and I hope this was useful.